This is such a terrible story. I'm the worst. So I'm just gonna do a story time. So, this is the time I nearly burnt my room down. I wish I was joking. Basically, you know, I was having a good day, you know, we were all just chilling, you know. Then I just started walking around the house and everything just smelled like ass, and I was like, what the hell? What is this? So, I soon figured out it was incense. I hate incense with a burning passion. And I'm pretty sure my mum knows that. But, you know, she just did it everywhere anyway. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go to my room and escape the awful, awful scent. I can't with incense. It's just nasty. I don't need to smell burning. And then I got a lot of smell of burning after that. Anyway, so I go into my room, hoping it is a safe haven for my nostrils. I was wrong. There was one in my room. And because it's such like a compact sort of space as well, so it just smelled all the worse. Resisting the urge to yak, I took it. Side note, I said yeet more times in 2018 than it should have been said ever, so I'm just gonna dub it over with throw or something, you know, like a normal person word for it. And I just yeeted it into my bin, which, by the way, because I'm always sick, was like filled to the brim with tissues, which are very flammable, as I learnt. Not that I didn't already know that, that's not the point though. Okay, I kind of saw like some sort of, because how incense works is you light it on fire and then you blow it out, I think, so that it's just sort of like a little bit of embers rather than just like a straight up goddamn, you know, bonfire. I don't think too much about it. I thought like, nah, like that ember won't do anything, so I just made it with this tiny, tiny, minuscule ember just into my bin filled with tissues, which in hindsight, you know what, I did actually think to myself like, I should check that it did actually go out, but I'm not that intelligent. I went off to go watch Will and Grace for like an hour, like half an hour maybe, and then I came back to my room and there was smoke everywhere, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just, I opened the door, it's just the biggest waft of smoke. My room was hazy. I was like, what? Obviously, I kind of knew what the cause was, and I was like, shit. So I walk in, just trying not to inhale all this damn smoke. I head over to my bin, and I just see, like, a layer of just, all the tissues were, like, pitch black. There was, like, it's sort of, because, you know, plastic bags in the bin, it melted through the bag to the bottom of my bin, and my bin's also plastic, so it melted through the bottom of the bin. And to make matters worse, I soon realised it also melted onto the carpet. So there's just a section of my carpet that's like burnt, and it's all because I'm an idiot. So I panicked. I didn't know what the hell to do. I just looked at it like, oh shit. So I immediately I opened my I opened my window, and I think we just went to go watch another episode of Will and Grace or something. I don't know. Then oh, it gets spicier. So, you know, I'm just really chilling. I thought I'd literally just walk in and it'll be fine. I was wrong. See, the thing about smoke is, I mean, yeah, it sort of directed the smoke sort of out the window because of, like, I don't know, wind or something. I don't know how that shit works. I walked in and it was still just as hazy, and I was really bitch-ass confused. So I realized, like, oh, well, the source is my bin. I should probably get rid of my bin. This was the point where I realized that it had gone through my bin onto the carpet. I tried to lift it, and the carpet was coming with the bin as I lifted it, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? I had to pry it, like, off the carpet, and then I noticed there was, like, this black spot. Yeah, so that's the part of the carpet that got burnt. We poured baking soda on it to kind of absorb the smell or whatever, but, like, ugh, that's some gnarly shit. And of course, you know, I tried to open it discreetly because my mum was walking past, and I was like, oh shit, don't need her to see this. But of course, you know, she saw, because me being discreet is not very discreet. And the window immediately washed my sheets. So there was still just smoke everywhere, and it was not cute. So I spent the next like 3 days in my sister's room, and of course, you know, I only brought the essentials. I brought my recorder with me. So, God, I'm a train wreck. I kept coming back every so often and just being like, okay, is my room finally like aired out? And it wasn't. It smelled like smoke for the next few days. I had a friend over to like watch movies or whatever. I took her in here and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, nearly burnt my room down. And she was like, oh no, like, what do you mean it smells bad? It smells like popcorn. And she thought it smelled nice. So I have a feeling she's a bit of a crackhead, and I'm really worried about her, and now I need to keep a close eye on her. Wow. Why do I have such weird friends? Anyway, the point here. I literally, just next few days, not even in my room. I came back, it still smelled, despite having left the window open for a couple days. So then, this is such a goddamn train wreck of a story. Then, oh, this is embarrassing. So, like, I had to wash all my soft toys. I have so many. I'm, you probably would not be able to tell that I'm almost an adult because there's just an obscene amount of soft toys. I had to wash them all to make sure there wasn't like smoke clinging to them. I thought it might have been like the curtains because they're sort of like really close to the window where all the like smoke would have been directed towards. Like I sniffed the curtains and I was like, oh yeah, these smell like absolute shit. So we washed the curtains, but of course they're blackout curtains, and blackout curtains have acrylic on the back, which is plastic, a thermoplastic specifically. So when you put it in a warm washing machine, it melts. So my curtains melted. Yep. And it wasn't even from the fire, it was from washing them because we didn't read the instructions. I went without curtains for like a solid month. Like, I bought some now. They're Jertons. Jean curtains. I hate myself. So, yeah. They're also blackout because I have to sleep in pure darkness. Like, it's kind of a mess. So, with just like the shutter down, it's kind of like it's dark, but of course, like, there's sort of like little like gaps in the edges, so there'd just be like the slightest bit of light seeping through, and of course one of them's right in like my eye line, so it just, you know, it penetrates my retinas, and it's just so nasty. I don't need that kind of blinding light in my life, and like, because I am the worst sleeper ever. So then, actually, because it was like around Christmas time, one of my friends actually got me like a face mask, like I don't know how to, like a sleeping mask, I guess. What do you call them? I don't know. And we finally got some curtains on sale from Big W. Gotta love the Big Dubs. Oh, good shit. This is such a stupid story. My bin could not be salvaged. I put it outside to sort of air it out, and it just smelled awful for like the next few days. I'm pretty sure we had to throw it out actually, and all of the, you know, tissues, cinders and stuff. Well, obviously we had to throw those out. I don't know why I felt the need to bring that up. With any luck, it'll stop my mum from putting incense in my room. So yeah. I came back, because my sister was coming back, so obviously I couldn't stay in her room anymore, so I moved back into my room that still smelled a bit like smoke, but it was like not that bad that like I thought I was gonna like die in my sleep or anything. I was actually this close to just sleeping in the smoke anyway, because like, oh my god, like I'm the worst. You know, peace out, like and subscribe. Can't guarantee that any of my stories will be as wild as that one. I do have some pretty wild stories, actually. Well, I say wild, but I mean stupid. That just make me look like a complete and total idiot. But, who doesn't look like a complete and total idiot, like, all the time? Normal people, I guess. Anyway, you know, peace out.
Now this is a story all about how I almost burnt my bedroom down, so I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I got smoke to replace all the air.
God, I'm such an idiot. Like, I don't know how this even happens. Like, how stupid do I have to be for things like this to happen all the time? Well, not all the time, but like kind of all the time. My god, I'm just a train wreck in general.